How's it going? This is Ty with Fiction and Copy Decoded with another copy thought for today. Sometimes I don't really like to think about anything, which is also when some of my best ideas happen to saunter by in my head. So I do my best to try to capture those ideas, but sometimes I fail. I think sometimes in business and life, people can try too hard, and that's coming from somebody who's tries pretty hard a lot of stuff. Might be a bit of a perfectionism issue, I think, other than just I was always taught when I was little to do the best job that I could possibly do and to kind of like strive for excellence sort of a thing. So I carry that into adulthood, which has its good points and of course its bad points. One of the things, of course, is that it really helps when you're trying to not necessarily impress somebody, but you're trying to get things done. And you're the type who kind of hits it really hard because there is a stack of things you need to get done and you need to do those things. But it can also hurt you because of the fact that you're trying too hard and sacrificing too much effort. It's kind of like gas, where if you have a gas engine and either some of the contacts are like dirty or not working properly and it increases fuel consumption, you can have the same amount of fuel in the tank or a lawnmower or what have you, and instead of doing the normal 2 hours worth of mowing, you can only do an hour and 10 minutes. It's like that's really kind of cutting it off, but it's the same amount of gas that would be spent. It's kind of, for me, the pitfall of perfectionism and so on. Like, is this good enough? For it's like, okay, who is it good enough for? Is it good enough for me, or is it good enough for the client? What's the client requirements? Maybe, check with them. If you have a brief, go ahead and reread it. If you're doing too much, you don't really need to do the work of 2 to 3 people, or make sure it's like super sharp, that the syntax is sharp enough to cut the space-time continuum. It's just to be able to get something done to the satisfaction of somebody else and their standards, not to be cut rate or like cut corners, but maybe your standards are too high or too stringent because you're always applying them in view of yourself, kind of like I might from time to time, versus how others view you and what others expect of you. And sometimes that can be a gap to bridge in business as well as life. So, yeah. Other than that, that's also why people hire editors and proofreaders and other copywriters to help them out with their copy projects, which, depending on which one of those you are dealing with right now that you need a second pair of eyes for, I could do that as well. So if you'd like to have that help, go ahead and get in touch with me. But other than that, yeah, that's about it. You have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you later. See you.